Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ruby. Welcome. In today's video, I have a very requested video, very asked question since I announced that I was pregnant, and it is, what is the gender of my baby? I wanted to go back and tell you how I found out. So like I told you guys, I am almost 6 months now pregnant. If you know me, you know that since I have 4 brothers, all my life I wanted a sister. But sadly, I never got her. I was blessed with 4 boys. So growing up, I had to take care of them. I had to change them. They were basically my babies, the last 3 of them, which now one is 19, 16, and 15. So they're really, really big now. So I grew up all with boys, and growing up I would cry that I wanted a sister because I was always alone. So I remember growing up I would always say I want a daughter, I want a daughter, I want a daughter, I want a daughter. I couldn't wait till, because usually you have to have your ultrasound, I think at 20 weeks, so at 5 months. But I couldn't wait. I wanted to know. If I could have known since day one, I would have known. Pero yo soy bien desesperada. I am a control freak. And it was so hard for me. So I decided to do the blood test. And I did it at my ultrasound. They took out blood, and then they sent they sent my blood to the lab, and they said that they would get back to me within 2 weeks. So I was like, dang, that's a long time. I want to know now already. So the first 10 weeks, no, lying. The first 8 weeks of my pregnancy, I didn't feel anything. Again, just my boobs were swollen and super painful, and my smell was super heightened, que todo olía, todo. Week 9, I started getting nausea, and it started because I brushed my teeth y me dio un asco that I started throwing up. And my mom was like, oh, that's normal. I was like that too with your brothers, with you. She said when she was pregnant with me, she would throw up all the time. She barely ate, and they told her that she was gonna have a little tiny baby because she would never eat. So I was like, dang, I'm lucky I'm not having any morning sickness, because my best friend just had her baby, and she didn't go through any morning sicknesses. She had a really easy pregnancy. And I thought oh, a mí también, how lucky am I? Because I had heard some women that would throw up, but they just said morning sickness. So I thought morning sickness was just in the morning. Oh no, girl. When it got to week 9, I was throwing up in the morning, en la tarde, en la noche, a las 3 de la mañana. Everything would gross me out. Every time I ate, I would throw up. I remember I was losing weight because I was throwing up like crazy. So then I talked to my doctor. My doctor was like, no, that's pretty normal. So then I was like, okay. She's like, if you keep throwing up really bad and you feel weak, just go to the ER and they'll give you something for the nausea. And I was like, okay. So that was nothing they could really do, but put you on medication and give you an IV. But I was like, okay, then it's they said usually when you throw up a lot, it's a girl. So I was like, oh my God, it's a girl. So then I was watching, I'm watching other YouTubers that are pregnant at that time, because I feel like everybody's pregnant right now. My boyfriend says there's something in the water. I was watching a YouTuber that she's having a boy, and she got really, really bad nausea too. So I'm like, oh my God, so am I having a boy? So I was just I don't know what I'm having. And throughout my pregnancy, I've had really bad anxiety. I would be overthinking everything. There was points where I'm like, dude, I cannot have this baby. It's too much, Even the day before finding out what I was gonna have, I was just I don't think I could have the baby. It's I don't know, just my anxiety and just the fact that I didn't plan it, the fact that I felt I'm not ready. And even now, I still freak out a little bit. I don't know, I don't know if it has happened to you guys before, if it's just me, if something's wrong with me, but I just, every time I know I'm pregnant, I know I'm having a baby, but de repente, like reality hits me, and I'm like, dang, I'm having a baby. Like, I don't know, it freaks me out so bad. I don't know why. I never thought it would be like this. You know how some people are like super in love with their pregnancy since day one? That wasn't me. I think now, like, I've grown to love the fact that I'm pregnant. I don't love my pregnancy because it has been bad. I've been sick like all the time, but I'm just in love with the fact that I'm having a baby. But it does freak me out a lot, and like I try to stay calm because they say that the baby feels everything, and I don't want to put like any anxiety on it. But it has been kind of hard. Like I get anxiety attacks. But like I was saying, that the night before, I was just like, no, I can't, like, I feel bad saying this out loud, and my boyfriend knows this, my mom knows this. Like, it has been really hard. Like, I feel like if I do something about it, then I don't have to worry for the rest of my life. And maybe I'm not meant to be a mom. Like, maybe the mom instinct is not in me. And I just feel like this because, like I said, I did help raise my 3 little brothers, and it was a big responsibility that was given to me at a like really young age. So I know how hard it is. I know how frustrating like I felt like with them growing up, and it was a lot for me. So I feel like I'm kind of scared. And I know that it's gonna be different because now it's like my baby, so I can raise it the way that I feel fit. But I just feel like it's a big responsibility, and I haven't dealt with that kind of responsibility in a really long time. And it was truly, truly hard. My brothers, the 3 little ones, are like 3 years apart, 2 years apart. So they were really back to back. So it was really hard for my mom. So then that was put on me. I know that a baby is always a blessing, and God does everything for a reason, and his timing is perfect, whether it wasn't on my time that I wanted. And maybe that's why I'm like stressing a lot, because like I said, I want everything on my time. But it has been hard. So everybody in my house, my dad, my mom, my brother, they all wanted a girl. I wanted a girl, my boyfriend wanted a girl. So I had planned to do a gender reveal. Honestly, I couldn't wait like to look at the results. So I was like, you know what? I don't want a gender reveal. I want to know. And my boyfriend's like, well, I want to be surprised, so don't just blur it out. And I was like, okay, well, I'll surprise you, but I want to know because, again, I'm a control freak and I just want to know. So then on the day before Thanksgiving of 2021, I got my results by email, and they had actually called me. I had been looking at the website because they said that they were going to email me and just to be aware and stuff. And I had been checking, like, no lie, every day to see the results. But then they're like, oh, your doctor was going to contact you, whatever. So I gave up. I was like, well, they'll tell me when they tell me, you know? I was like, I guess I won't find out till like the end of November. But I took the blood test like the end of October, so it had been a while. So I was like, you know what, I give up, you know. And usually when you like ya no piensas en eso, that's when like things happen, you know. Or like cuando estás buscando algo que se te pierde and then you don't need it anymore, it comes up. Like basically that's what happened. So then the day before Thanksgiving, me llamó el doctor y dijo, oh, we sent over the results by email. And if you don't want to know the results, you can actually choose there not to know. And then I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay. And then she was like, you have any questions? I'm like, no. Like, as soon as I got off the phone with her, I went to my results, and I was like, oh my God. Dude, my heart was beating so fast, so hard. I had really bad anxiety. Like, I think that's what I learned from this pregnancy, that my anxiety has been really, really crazy. which is really weird because I'm usually a control freak and I haven't shopped for anything of the baby at all. I don't know why. One, because I'm scared. I'm scared. Like, I've had people like tell me, well, one, not to put it out there, not to tell people, because once people have put it out there, something happens to the baby, that they buy things for their kids and they're all like, you know, they have all these high hopes, and I don't know where like their baby doesn't make it and stuff like that. So I've been very like on edge with that. My boyfriend says not to think like that, but I can't help it. I do, like, I hago cariños and everything, but no me hago mucho like alucinar, no, not alucinar. I'm not on drugs. La ilusión, like, because I'm really scared, like, to get my hopes up and then something bad happens, you know? And I know that's really bad. But I want to be transparent. I want to be honest, because honestly, everybody that I seen, like, they make it seem like, I kind of want to cry now. This is crazy. I don't know if like this is the hormones, but like they make it seem like their pregnancy is so easy, and I don't know why I want to cry, guys. And sometimes I feel bad because I don't feel that way. Oh my gosh. I have makeup, I cannot cry. I tell my mom, like, dude, you never told me pregnancy was this hard. Like, you made it seem like it was so good and stuff, you know? I mean, yeah, it was different from mine, but everybody just talks about the good, not the fears. And I was telling my mom, dude, like I never knew this kind of fear ever until now, you know, or this kind of like stressing for the baby to be okay, or because I remember like when I would start, when I like found out I was pregnant, I would be so scared because supposedly like the first 3 months, it's the very like either make it or break it. And I would be so scared to go to the bathroom. Every time I would wipe, like I would be scared to see blood and stuff. So I was like super stressed then because I would hear a lot of stories and stuff. So it was just like really stressful, just making sure that your baby's healthy, that it doesn't have any sickness, that it has all its body parts. It's all that stress. A lot of praying. I never prayed this much in my life. And my mom's like, yeah, it's really stressful. And I'm like, nobody says that. Nobody shares that. Like, everybody makes it seem like, oh, you have a baby and you're glowing in your pregnancy and it's so nice and everybody does this and that. But, dude, like, it's, for me, it has been a ride. So I look into my results and they says that the baby is not sick. Like it doesn't have ninguna de las enfermedades, which is like 21. I don't know what they're called, but it's just to see if they have like Down syndrome and stuff like that. And thankfully, like gracias a Dios, like it said que no, like no se miraba nada. And then it said get ready, and then me puso un little video, and I was like, I remember my heart was like pounding so hard. I was like so scared. I was like, what the heck? Like I really want a girl. I remember que salió the results and my heart like freaking, I don't know, like I just couldn't believe what it was, and I like couldn't even cry, dude. So I thought throughout like this pregnancy that I was gonna be crying every time, like when I saw the ultrasound. I didn't cry. I was just like trying to catch my breath. Like the first time we went, my boyfriend cried. I couldn't, like, I was just like so anxious and nervous just to see like, oh my god, I hope like that everything's okay with the baby, because that was my, like, the first time was my ultrasound to see if the baby was growing, because at first they didn't know if I was still pregnant or what was going on. And I'll go more in depth in my next video. of like my first trimester, and what I've been through and how it went and whatnot. But so I remember like I didn't cry at my first ultrasound, and then finding out the gender, I thought I was gonna cry. I couldn't cry. I literally was like in shock.
Dije, ¿qué? Me quedé como, what the fuck? ¿Esto es real? Dijo yo, ¿esto es real? Bueno, sí.
And I was like, okay, how am I gonna tell my boyfriend? And I wanted to tell my boyfriend right there and then, but he told me he wanted to be surprised. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna surprise them. But I couldn't wait. So I remember after I found out, I went and told them like, I know what I'm having. And then they're like, what? And my mom's like, I already know what you're having. My dad too. It's like, I already know what you're having. Like they all knew what I was having. And so I just like blurted out to them. But to my boyfriend, since he wanted to like, so since he wanted to be surprised, I was like, what do I do? Like, do I get him like that heart that you break? But I wanted to tell him like right there and then. And I knew like the next day was Thanksgiving and I was gonna go to his family to spend it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make him like a little box. And I already had a little box here and I had balloons, like colorful balloons. Wait.
The boy? Really?
But hold on, I have another prize. Turn it around. The box.
Oh my god, babe.
It's a girl.
Oh my goodness. I was like, see, I told you I'd get a girl.
What did you think when you saw boy? I am having a girl. And it's so crazy because that's all I've ever wanted in my life. And now I'm even more scared because I'm like, oh my god, I've never taken care of a girl. I'm like full of boys, but I'm super excited. I've always wanted to have someone so I could do their hair, do their dress them up. So I'm excited to have a little doll of meat and bones, and that's gonna be the princess of my family because we only have boys and me. So I'm super excited. They're all super excited. And then we told my boyfriend's parents on Thanksgiving and they were really happy. Me and my boyfriend laughed because his older sister has his first daughter, like child, is a daughter. His second sister, it's a daughter. His brother that has kids, también su first child is a daughter. So him, like, ours is a daughter. So he has one brother left. So we have to see if it's like a daughter too or a boy, which is really funny. But that's what I wanted, and I'm so happy and so thankful to God that I am having a baby girl. And she is due on May 28th. So she's going to be a Gemini. I've never really dealt with any Geminis or met any Gemini girls. So I don't know what to expect. Oh my god, I have a Gemini brother. And I remember when he was little, I would be like, I don't want a Gemini. Like, I don't like Geminis. Just because they're very, very clingy with me. And it's crazy. I got a Gemini daughter. But I'm excited because that means she's gonna be very vocal, very out there. But I'm super excited to see how she is. I tell my boyfriend like, oh my god, I can't wait to meet her. Like, I can't wait to see how she looks. Like, I don't know, am I the only weirdo that is like, oh my god, I can't wait to see how she looks. Like, I want to see her, I want to meet her. I was like, I want it to be June already. I want to be out of the hospital, home, healed, and be a mom. But I'm excited. But like I tell you guys, when I like sometimes like me pega la realidad and I'm like, dang, I'm having a baby, like I panic a little. which is so weird. I don't know how to like explain it, but if you have been pregnant, or if you're pregnant and if you sometimes te pega la realidad and feel like that, let me know, because I feel like it's only me, but I don't know. So that is what I'm having. Did you guess it right, or did you think I was gonna have a boy? Or had my mom already told you? Because I know that lady be telling my business. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below what you thought I was gonna have, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.